Welcome to another edition of the Immediate Reaction at Super City 19.5 FM. We just talk about different things of fiction and musician content each and every day, Monday to Friday on this frequency, Super City 19.5 FM, and also you watch you live on Facebook at Super FM. Well, for today on discussion, we'll get to talk about mental health, and inside the studio this afternoon, I get with me and awaiting graduates and also the president for Know Your Medicine Sierra and the national coordinator for PENSI and a name na Adama Bundu Ubui, also a student of commerce. Good afternoon, Adama. Nice to get you inside Truth of Midday Show.
It's my pleasure.
So how you feel like for come to talk this afternoon?
It feels fulfilling, honestly, because we've got a lot of issues where people them out there when are victim need to know and understand. And of course, as a pharmacist student, I think one of the main roles for raise the awareness to the one that we need Caribbean and the one themselves will take this awareness to people in order to get access to this.
Alright, so we start off now this afternoon we'll talk about mental health because we see say where you do roam about, so if you do statistics you do notice say most people to be affected by mental health based on different reasons. So the Focano from the different angles where you can focus. But so far, waiting actually mental health.
Okay, thank you so much. Before I dive into that, I want to make people try to understand the difference between mental health and mental illness. Okay. Because most often people can use mental illness as an excuse to forget mental health. Okay. And we need for know that day. When you talk about mental health, now something you get for deal with your emotions, you get for deal with your psychological pain, you get for deal with your social life. Okay. And we are in when it comes to mental health. That actually can be as a result of so many effective that we are making campaign. And it's either from the social aspect, it's either from family problems, academic work, and stigmas from different angles. So at some point, people can get what we call a mental illness, misbehave, before they do the right thing. They can class and say, oh, this is not just a mental health problem where the person just needs for good family. But it's health related, where mind you, for mental health, it's just something you can sit at home. It's non-pharmacological. When we say non-pharmacological, it not actually require medicine. Wherein for mental illness, it actually require medicine. You understand? So for mental health problems, mostly it affects the youth. And 75% of Australians, we can testify that they undergo this mental health problem. You can see a well-established somebody is out there looking all good, but when you check with him, you know, say this person is suffer from a mental health problem. Because every little thing around that person may be irritating. That has to do with something with emotions. Okay. Then when you go to the extent of it, then they say somebody you go see me okay, you present yourself to be okay, you understand. Then when it's him before you and the way in the talk, you begin ask yourself, this person okay?
Yeah, okay.
Not a crazy so or probably say, okay, we got a clean case man in this country. No. We actually they push people them that far. Those people are just suffering from a mental health problem, not a mental illness. And most of the time, then people then they not get the opportunity for get or open discussion with people because of the stigma. We easily judge people. We easily try for bash on a lot of people we can make they tend for just isolate themselves, and to some point some just can decide for go into drugs. So you ever don't ask yourself why there's an increase in this push in the country, or people don't ever ask themselves why the youth of this country actually they into drug abuse. These are not mental health these are not mental illness problems. These are mental health problems. And one way or the other, it's either related to academic stress, social life, financial stability. We don't try for, because like you say, for any solution, you actually need to figure out the problems. We don't try for figure out the problems and try for solve them problems and for them people they are. Instead of us coming out here, talking, advocating, doing workshops, seminars, conferences, how to fight, how to this. We don't solve the problem where they lead to this. No. But we are out here blaming this youth, these victims. Even a solution, we actually not get a solution for them. The only solution now, you see them in the streets, lifeless. So these are the issues. So let people learn to know the difference between a mental health and a mental illness. Which one will require medicine and which one will not require medicine but just counseling.
Alright, so take me through the effects we mental health because person in life.
Just like I say, it actually because it affects the way you think,
Okay.
the way you take decisions, and it affects the way you feel, and it affects the way you act. So there is this scenario where I want for bringing a friend of mine. But just unfortunate that in order for come up with this year, but this fellow like he was hardworking, dedicated. When it comes to his study, when we start the course, he was doing extremely well. To the extent we reached third year, and in justice I say, you know, want to go again. So now we begin ask a lot of questions. Why? It like we begin get suspicious about these things. You understand? Then, not until later parts, they say the man actually they suffer from family problem, pressure, and financial stability, and emotional stress. And now we get the opportunity for get a counselor where they're able to sit down with them and talk with them through this problem. And now we get the bold mind for come out to be as friends because you get this fear of being judged.
Okay.
You understand? So the stigma is all around. And this fellow is a dropout. Totally. So how many people then were they outside there when are victims? Where family members then just need for at least give a small time and care for them people in there instead of just blaming them all around. So you see, mental health they affect the way they take a decision.
So is it that somebody go there, they think so much, let's say it's an overthinker or somebody with very ambitious and they think for the future we later on at that ending will get for affect them. Is it gonna be a mental health issue?
We know they classify somebody
or
who is
mental illness?
okay, I'm coming, yeah. Somebody who is an overthinker, who is ambitious to do something, you know they classify that for being mental health.
Okay.
Because mental health, despite the fact say it will deal with your psychological being,
You say emotional.
emotional being and your social lifestyle. That not means say overthinker is suffering from a mental health problem.
Okay.
That not means say an ambitious somebody is suffering from a mental health problem. And that's not a mental illness either. Overthinking is not a mental illness. Everybody can sit down, just like young people who want to succeed can sit down and say, "Oh, Ben, I want to do this, do this." It's just a matter of you finding solutions to problems. Probably that person they actually suffer from a financial problem. Now you get to sit there and think, how am I able to solve that problem? That don't mean saying a mental health problem. You understand? And as well, if the person ambitious for be somebody, that's just the spirit of success. That person wants to succeed. You understand? That's not a mental health problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so far, October 10, now the World Mental Health Day. So, as a medical practitioner, what do you think about this day being set aside for this mental health issues?
Well, this is now one of the days where actually the victims of this problem need to be aware of. But sadly, it just happened for me say the one they were not too victim are they aware of this day. And now they can attend the workshops, now they can attend the trainings, now they can attend the seminars and the conference. And even when you go to the internet, they are all around. But we don't ask yourself a question like the message they reach the people they really for this particular message? No. Because most people suffering from this mental health not actually get time with the media. Because the moment they open the media, they become depressed. Not actually get time with family members. Because the moment you go closer to them, they become affected. So they can always isolate themselves. So are we doing this programs? Are we celebrating this day? Or are we trying to achieve something during this day for us or for them?
So you think is the day should be, is it a commemoration or a celebration?
It's a commemoration, but it looks like a celebration now because you go to the media, Mental Health Day, October 10, every organization we are celebrating this day. You understand? And the other person will say, okay, let's do an online sensitization. Who are you sending a message to? Is it the victims or you just want to gain recognition?
Okay.
So they are actually celebrating instead of commemorating the day.
Now this year the theme now time for prioritize mental health. Now we'll place there. What do you think about the theme?
It's a very good one because at the start, as you say, people can present themselves so healthy, well dressed, good looking, but still they suffer from mental health. And you can find out that most of those educated people, very well established, can be the victims as well, and can actually tend for just hide behind their status or the kind of work really they do. But when you come to look at this, yeah, you they go in our workplace from Monday to Friday, and others even Saturday from 8 to 5 p.m. just for work. Mind you, you get another life after work. You got your family life, you get your social life. Then you can find out, say, most of these people tend to give all their time to this work just to achieve one thing, not knowing that they're destroying the others. Now, when you look at the one that really work effectively in the offices, then it's either they suffer from family problems, especially when it comes to be with your spouse, that married issue, if you're a couple or something, you're married, and if you're in a serious relationship, you tend to give less time to that. Then you don't go work and come and tend for just be disappointed. You don't get time for your family, you picking them. Then you work yourself so hard to the extent that the picking the way you try for secure a future for. You destroy them indirectly. How you were not there for parenting. You were not there to give your guidance, your protection, but you were there for serving the country. So you can find out say some boss the way you meet up the Monday morning say you greet say you will feel bad. Because let's say like you don't go through the weekend in too much for make them handle. But at the end of the day they just need for go work. So these people are suffering as well.
Okay.
But we don't ask yourself the one them we actually not get work. How many percentage of people that are working in this country, and how many percentage of people that are not working in this country, and how many percentage of youths that are being employed, like how many percentage of youth them will get job? Because mind you, the total population here from rights, the expectations are there. These people are suffering. So now if we dey focus on the small percentage, what did happen to the larger one? Who are we fighting for?
So, how person going for no say, okay, because you say person can be good looking and all, but the individual, how you going to identify say yes, I really suffer from mental health issues?
Okay. Normally, you see for the men, we not demand them. For me, normally how I can identify say this person they suffer from mental health. Like in very rude when it comes to ladies. Extremely rude when they get irritated very easily.
How and why?
So here is the thing. Why? Because the man would just take and say when it comes to relationship like for this one they all not the same. Then how? Me dress if I dress this way, yeah, some man actually get problem when that person they suffer from mental health and they get a problem of seeing here and they come and bash at you say you're half naked. But you know what you say from a normal person, this person is okay. Then that person they all of a sudden mood go change, go vex extra, like and they get irritated with the little things where a normal person they say no, this is okay, this is not how you should react. But that person they react to that. Then when it comes to the finances, that person they even get the money. For pull that money they and do something, they
For
find them yes for himself, not for even an extra person for himself, they find that extremely difficult. Because in no one for go in a situation where you know get that money there because in the past you know actually suffer you know they in that status thing they prevent himself not from going there to the extent even they suffer even self from enjoying what you get for actually gets. You understand? And that person they like not like for the side people and they always look for isolate themselves because if you take and say there's this issue of trust. This issue of insecurity.
Okay.
So if you take and say everybody where I will go close to will let me down, will break me out, will snitch because they can use that word day right now. So now there is this I trust no one. So that person is totally even among my friendship and I get certain of my friends them way like even if you say okay, my love just come together and let's just discuss. No, okay. Why? No, nothing. But you dey find out say that person they always there inside, yeah, they on the media just for going look things where now they do outside.
Okay.
You understand? That person they always keen. Okay, let's say for example, if that person you know left for the also now they talk about finances, yeah, but in left for the in one. In friend way how in be able making finances unknowingly to owner and pretend as if he is not interested.
Okay.
You understand? So these are the ways you know that somebody is suffering from a mental health issue.
So where the woman side?
Oh, for we the woman then one of the easiest way for me you know say a woman they suffer from a mental health issue now the way in they seek attention. Okay, yeah, is this there is this feeling of being noticed all the time and you want like when you reach some side now you then foresee if they don't see you, they become very depressed. There's a difference between healthy competition and unhealthy competition. Yeah. So I'm not talking about the healthy competition.
What are the healthy competition and the unhealthy competition?
Good. So I'm coming into that as well.
Okay.
So healthy competition, now a competition wherein you want to succeed, you want to achieve your goals then without pushing yourself to the extreme. You want to succeed, and at the same time you not go pro person, you not go bad at person, you just want for win. And the process of winning, you actually win with others. And the unhealthy competition, you get this type of people where like it can just focus on itself alone. They don't want let anybody again reach that stage there. So let's say social life, yeah. So man they go to the extent, even if not for go trust, and they go trust just for make income look good, get some likes all the time because it wants for make people then see and it wants for be known. Probably that person they go down suffer from rejection. Now it want for prove that person they wrong say I'm worth it, I'm worth everything you give out. So now in the seek attention, in the seek validation from the public. Then if when it comes to finances, some people then can go to the extent for do prostitution just for make them look like they're financially stable, and at the end of the day they don't get anything for tell about it, but yet still the one for maintain and they so there's you actually ask yourself the standards. You can ask yourself them picking they are okay they see some it's fine for actually take care of yourself. I know that against that because me I like looking good. And woman, your priority now for take care of yourself. One of your priorities now for take care of yourself. You always want to look good, but not to the extreme of you just seeking validation from the public. You did not say that in a mental health issue. You want to be noticed all the time. And when actually man, even when you they try to be noticed, then when man come near your way, they feel irritated. Then they find out say then they go to the club just to make them feel socialized. Well, going to the club is not bad because I do as well. But if you go to the club, either you begin to take molly, ecstasy, alcohol, extremely like to the point of destroying yourself. At that stage there, you want to feel belong with your peers them. And at that stage there, you want to forget about the negativities them where don't they happen in your life. And now your mentality, the way you take your decision, the way you take up your actions them will be different. So that person is suffering from mental health. You need to check on that person. Too much of socializing in life is a mental health issue because that person they afraid for sit down in one, not for making them think about the negativities of life. So every day in that thing.
Now for the woman
I tell you, go outside, yeah. I go out, but basically like on weekends, not all weekends. It's normal. But some man weekend to weekend you didn't athletes. You not go judge them because that person they probably get something with them on alarm and just think say like the only way forward now for just go down street and forget about all the problems. So if you see somebody they socialize too much, like they get you know go tired, you know they rest. You understand? Say no, okay. It's okay because now the only solution for them. For you, it's not okay because you take as another solution. You can sit down at your ocean, you'll be fine.
Okay. Alright, well, I will only do first and we'll go for a short break and we'll come back and continue with the program and see how best we'll do for get the headway for making mental health issues at least minimize or we eradicate them as alone, and also the impact way it definitely creates towards certain economy and because definitely it can for deal with the youth and everybody else. So far we'll go for a short break. This now midday short and a Two Talk Radio 98.5 FM. graduate and the national coordinator for pencil and also president for Know Your Medicine, where people can call KYN Salon, Silly inside Australia. Welcome back again to this.
So I think we need to go together. You see how I create a platform for you. You always get somebody where you they talk to. But if this person they talk to the person and they bring anything relating to your problem, you they fear for come out and talk to that person there. Because they take and say, oh, this person now actually good for understand how I feel. So now begin to ask yourself, who that I go talk to? If I go to my parents, now problem when in be say, if your parents them know, then go vex, then put on the next person. And somebody they get for tell me, because there was a time when we did do some interviews among this adolescent people, and the person they get for tell me say, like, there was a time when he get a problem, where in the afraid for tell in family members. In order that party they were into us. The only person where in be get for me is not a medical person. Then other people actually they against you for make you meet a medical person. Because then you take and say the same medical person when you come with your problem and then at the same people they go sit down they discuss. They are being that fear of being judged. So it depends to the type of problem where you get. If the type of problem where you get, you need a medical attention. You need to spend somebody within at the medical side. Instead, you go meet somebody within at the law department and get for tell you about law. You don't know nothing, and he will judge you. So people can do the mistake. If, for example, I will suffer from an infection, yeah. If I go meet somebody who know about politics, I go tell and say, "Bruh, now this and this and this and this I get." Everybody say you don't see your so I don't go total and so. This not because of carelessness. But if I come and meet a medical person, they not go judge you. The first thing in the try to find a solution for you. So people then can actually go with their problems there to the wrong people. And you cannot blame them. And now most of them making afraid for go with them problems then to people. Now because they don't meet up the right person. Imagine they suffer from a mental problem. Then you get this party where all waiting no but now for how for go chill now so map and now enjoyment then I aid. If you count your problem, you not go take and serious. But if you meet a medical person, we actually get the idea, the knowledge, we know the triggers them where they cause now they actually there for help you out. So people need for learn for know who side them they go with the problem there. Because all about this stigma we surrounded into mental health now because of the wrong decisions them we can do for open up to the wrong people. I make them say we need for family friends then. We need people.
Okay. So in all of this, one again causes again as Nick mentioned as stress. And we only see so many youths then because of various thinkings and how do they think, how do they feel and the way they act and all care for deal with stress management and care for results to drugs intake. In this scenario, how you think Sego creates a negative impact when it comes to this mental health issue?
So you see when you mention about stress, yeah? Now I don't begin to think about different things. Stress is a broad word I can say. I can use the word broad because not one getting the cause. It's either as a result of financial problem, it's either as a result of academic problem, it's either as a result of social problem, and many more. So now when you center about stress, the person actually need to know what type of stress. Is it academical stress? Is it financial stress? You understand? So most times I can tell people we all one way or the other they suffer from mental health problem. Because you cannot tell me that throughout your life you actually not get something where they stress you out. So the extent for anybody we don't go through the educational process in this country, know what they call stress. when you mention.
Definitely.
For anybody we don't go into relationship, you know wetin na stress when you mention one. At the moment you begin say, hey, this relationship, as I say, I can understand sister or brother, okay, it's fine. Now so and so and so. The moment you talk about finance, this country, when you talk about finances, you don't know wetin na stress when it comes to finance. Then now the moment you talk about unemployment stress, especially to the recent graduate, now that person will be done graduate from 5 years back, as you begin to say, it meets me,
You can't join.
you just can't join. So you see, so stress is broad, and we are all suffering from mental health. But the only advantage where some of we get now how we try to overcome, and how some of we get people the way we just trust. Like I say, it depends on the problem where you get. Not go with your problem to the wrong person. And some of we lucky enough because God intervened. Because on stress there, no matter how you do, and if God not help you, you're doomed.
Problem.
Big problem. I know about it. Say this now, baby. So you see, this is it. And honestly, I can say we are all suffering from stress one way or the other. But how you they overcome them, and how you decide for live with them, because stress is something you live with. You know they say I don't come up from stress forever. It's just a phase. You live with it. You need to know how you need to manage your stress. Because for the day, when you start they tell the end, you must get some to go on you. But you tend to get more attention or less attention. So these are the ways you actually try to overcome stress. You need to get somebody where you go.
So whether the relationship with stress and that of mental health?
I can tell you, stress not lead to mental health. So let's say you get emotional stress. Somebody don't go sack your boyfriend, don't go, okay, my boyfriend is sack me. So let's say somebody
Sure.
let's say somebody and boyfriend don't go sack him, you understand? That person they don't get in lifetime everything, so that person don't invest, hoping that this the future will be better together. Then the person say, no, I don't need you again in this future. Then that person they will continue for think. Well, that's the difference now between the overthinkers and the one the way they overthink when it comes to stress. You see, just a thin line, the difference. So that person they go overthink, then begin find way how to overcome that stress thing. Then and that's not the problem. How will they overcome it? Some are not sabi. To the extent the stress they overcome there. And when you overcome them, it leads to depression, anxiety, everything will come in one. And now you're suffering from a mental health problem. Because every little thing around you, they intimidate you. You don't trust people, you have trust issues. So now, if you move now from emotional aspect, and they come now psychologically. And when it comes psychologically, and they go socially, because you party and they're out there, no man, now be the wasting time to babble body, don't go saka. Now you don't afraid now, for even go out with your friends and mingle with them because the fear of being judged. So they're all interrelated. When the stress overcome you emotionally, psychologically will overcome you, and socially will overcome you. And when these three meet, now you're suffering from a mental health problem.
So you guys let me say over 100%, about 70% of young people, one way or the other, they deal with mental health issues.
Just like I tell you, one way or the other. See, I don't want to be specific. We are all dealing with a mental health issue. We are living with it. It just depends on how we manage them.
So how they affect salon, let's say economically wise, how it affects the country as a whole?
If person stress, actually if he's saying we will come with a sustainable solution or very little sustainable development. When somebody stress, there's no sense when you go bring at the table, go now go discuss, they go bring the way forward or anything. When somebody really stress, you no get solution for anything at the country. So let's say there is this problem na a community where get for deal with water problem. And mind you, sometimes it's not all about government stepping in. We need for help research now country. If government not step in, you they now we make up the government, now we make up the country, now we make a country exist. Yeah. So let's say this community, there is this problem, but water issue. Now the youth man they're all stressed and they're on push. Other than you think say get for go na farm for make them try for cultivating for it. If the youths they're all stressed. Other than you think say go able make way for make them able get sufficient water supply in the community. Other than you think say go come together and try for figure out ways and means on how for support the people then at the community when it comes to life, when it comes to even the academic side. And mind you, we the youth, we are the present, we are the future. So if the youth they are stressed, you think so then we're able to bring a solution to the table. So directly stress to affect national development. And if this continue, you think so we'll get people them we go take over the country in the next 20 years. If we go get na few. So if we get a few, they think say 5 out of 100% we're able to control the population where everybody mindset now actually focus on development, now actually focus on bringing solutions.
So in this instance, they say I think one of the main causes the way most definitely Salonian economy that the core they get for deal with mental health issues.
Yes.
So how best would be able for try as best as possible for salvage this situation and ensure so we get a growth and development at the country as a whole, and how we able for would able for eradicate mental health?
We're able to minimize them.
But able for eradicate them at all.
This is something we encounter every day. This is what we do. Mental health is related to what we do, and every day we do something. The moment you stop for doing,
they must
then every day you must meet up. So you see, this is something we live with. The moment we stop for the way we do, then we eradicate. So we cannot eradicate mental health because they encounter every day. It's just that we try for manage them, make it not affect you.
So how we able for do that way not will affect society as a whole, and we at least be able for create a development and help the economy for creating drastic impacts in the country.
Alright, thank you very much. You know, the meeting was come out. I'm so happy that I learned some things new because the way at which I did move now a different face. You understand? So somebody make a statement that we should not only focus on the youth knowing their rights, but as well knowing their responsibilities. Let's say you want for eat every day, but you don't want for cook. You want for wear fine clothes every day, but you don't want for work for them. You want for drive fine motor car, live a luxurious life, but you don't want for work for that. But at the end of the day, you are out there shouting, "This is not my right. I get rights to this," but you know your responsibility. So I think one of the ways the way we try for eradicate, or sorry, not using the word eradicate, but try for manage mental health, for making it not affect the economic growth in the country, now for actually expose the youth to their responsibilities. You cannot be out there shouting, "Now so government for do for we need work, we need work." Okay, especially the youth, because I am part of this. Every morning I at the media, this government say try. They know they give work to youth man in the country. People that don't go university, they don't bring the paper there. They know they give their work. But you can find out say even the one that don't go university, some don't even know what you go do. So how you want can work for the country? How you want the government to give you job? And like you always say, skills are very important. Help yourself, for make God help you. Then if God say help yourself for make I help you. But that's not government where you know for help yourself for make government help you. You understand? So if we are shouting for jobs, we know we responsibility. We know what we do. That's the question. Then if I take up with this job in the next 5 years, whose contribution will I get for bring? Because one of the things that we I noticed when I make salon really difficult stop to say the future holds. But we are out there shouting, we need job, but we are not creating the jobs for ourselves. If you think say for this past 5 years, people that don't come out as pharmacists, and you will not get lots of offices them for pharmacies. Now when you didn't ask school, they begin think about whose aspects of pharmacy I want to dive into. We go bring a meaningful change to the profession. And if you bring a meaningful change to the profession, indirectly, in the help for it helps in economic growth, to nation development. That's it. So youth needs to know their responsibilities instead of just like shouting for their rights.
Okay. Alright, so with that the other way forward, then we you will suggest say society as well back for help play, and at least let me minimize small the issue with the mental health and that of the work intake now society.
Either way, like I say, for make we actually try for overcome all this, it's just a collective effort.
Okay.
Starting from the homes, we prepare them, come out to government institutions, or let's say board members where you get for deal with decision making, come out to even with the youths them, with the students them, come out to the non-governmental organization. Like we actually need for increase the rate at which youths then they get job in the country. Despite the fact say yes they're shouting, but honestly you get countless of people who are out there. They actually know what they do. They just need the support. I think government should actually focus in on that instead of, I think like there is this problem of people investing in the wrong thing. I don't know if because of their self-interest or is it because of family interest, but I think most of the investments is not for the country. Because one way you think say this investments are for the country, now how best the people the way they live now the country they benefit from that. And other than another people then they say youths will contribute to the larger population of the country. So if youths them able benefits from that and this drug abuse, it's something interrelated, and where you actually sometimes want for voice them out, where you go afraid not for me to not bash at you at the end. So the only thing I can advise is that as a young person, get skills for yourself. Because if you tell me say that because of unemployment make you stress and go into drug, I not for blame the government. Totally. I will blame you because you get a responsibility for yourself. You understand?
Okay.
And for the drug abuse, I think we get a role as medical people because we regulate the amount of medicines them where they come in and out of the country. Now the question is how them drugs they pass through and come out of the country. I make her before say now a collective effort.
Okay.
If it not pass legally,
Go pass illegally.
because sometimes I make her say legally because they get the way how they can do they go through the legal process. They go pass illegally. But even if it pass illegally, you actually get securities measures in place. Are they doing their job? Not so magic way then works they can't fall down at the country. Now some side they pass. The people that outside they pass, are they doing their job? I make us say a lot of things also because of the benefits of the country, because of self-interest, and because of that self-interest they don't about with today. So I think they need for look into that as well.
Alright, Adama Bundu Buri, we the try for wrap up now the program as we not get a better term now. So waiting will be your closing statements to the youth them as an advice and well, definitely owner and medical and practitioners then it could be advice to them and society as a whole in relating to mental health issues.